person. I must help them.
Está muerta. Chicos, le va a ayudar.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
La llorona, men.
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me,
Es su carnala.
dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think.
Ni modo. Se hizo la automurición.
I have to stay calm.
Oh, lo burgo.
Martha is not dead.
Marta está muerta.
It's not possible.
¿Es posible?
It's not true.
¿De verdad?
There's no need to worry.
¿Qué hago aquí?
Everything is fine. Everything will be fine.
No, güey, tiene un chingo de pulso. Ignora lo
I have
morada
to
que
stay
está la
calm.
morra.
Martha is not dead.
Está más tiesa que nada, hombre.
It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Su medallita como perro. Ah,
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
yo no fui.
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would have to pretend to be Martha forever. O Lord, who gives life to the dying, let
Persínate,
your
mija.
sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Que te persines, mija.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Este güey.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do. Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. I can at least light the candles and let him find some comfort in sleep. Books, books, and more books. In our villa there must be 10 times more than even here.
¿Qué es esto? Una bomba.
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together.
¿Qué
On
es
the rare
esto?
occasions he's at home, that is.
Qué raro encendedor. Parece una bombita. Claramente esto es algo que no haría en la vida real, ¿verdad? Ni siquiera estaría ahí.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a
Yeah.
time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Nos vemos.
Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman. These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here.
Is someone coming to get these damn flowers?
When Mummy asks for something,
Cómo
there's no
friega.
escaping it.
Cómo friega, doña. ¿Por qué no se las da usted, cabrón?
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
¿Dónde las pongo?
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. E c'è stata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
Está muy oscuro aquí. Ni madres, güey.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
No, ni mergas.
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Hmm? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
Espantó, güey, estaba viendo el Facebook.
They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Ella se llamaba Marta.
Has lost her son. Martha has lost her son.
Verga.
Martha has lost her son. Martha has lost her son. It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality.
Esos pinches cuadros, qué pedo. Párate pues.
This is Martha and me at the
son
festival of the
gemelas.
patron saint.
Eran
It was
gemelas.
only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Pinches cuadros feos que tiene la mona.
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
¿Qué hago? ¿Me pongo la ropa de mi hermana murida o la mía? Qué difícil decisión. Vamos a ponernos algo de la murida. ¿Ya? Ya. ¿Qué es esto?
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together.
No quiero ver a esa abuela. A ver mi ropa, ¿cómo está mi ropa?
I'm already dressed.
Ábrelo, verga.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
Lleva su mariconera, pues. Oh. De objetos, ¿qué traigo?
The key to my trinket box.
Mi cajita, ¿y cuál es mi cajita? Yo quiero la de Marta. ¿Le cabe?
This is not the right key.
No.
I must get her key if I want to know what's inside her trinket box.
¿Y mi caja? Aquí está mi caja.
Here is my diary.
El diario de Julia Roberts.
July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life. July 16th, 1944.
Sí, sí, sí. A la chingada.
Yes, Erich, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk or I will be in serious trouble.
O sea, sus papás piensan que es la murida. Por... Ah, sí corre esta mona.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes, yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Sospechosos.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
La cámara.
For Julia, to take more and more photos. Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
Ah, o sea, mataron a Marta, pero ellos piensan que se murió Julia, pero yo soy Julia. Sospechoso.
Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by
Sí.
first improvements in...
Sí, chingada. Vamos a fotografiar un
There
par.
might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Usar la cámara. Ok. Ah, cabrón. Quiero cambiar el enfoque y todo eso. No digas pavadas. A ver, ya.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget. Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
Para revelar una foto tenés que utilizar la ampliadora. Ajá. Después de una foto, la película debe ser revelada en varios pasos. Dije la imagen que quieres imprimir en papel. Esta, la única. Ajá. Está muy difícil esto. A ver. Ya sé que en la vida real es más difícil.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly.
Soy todo un profesional.
Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Siento que me van a espantar. Me espanté con el puto vestido.
These could be of use to me.
Por si hace falta afiliar a alguien.
Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
Pues no seas tan metiche, güey. Pues quisieron comprar tela roja, compraron tela roja. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, aquí para que me haga la foto. Y va a salir alguna mamada. ¿Quién se toma una foto en su sótano? En una casa sola.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
No lo haga, compa. No lo hagas. Excelente. Clic. Y ahora, o sea, ya tengo el rollo.
The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that.
Mala
It's
idea.
always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film.
Tú
A
lo has
kind of
dicho.
ghost. That
Tú lo has
invisible
dicho.
breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy.
No lo hagas, compa. Va a quedar bien chida, Una mamada.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened, but suddenly a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory.
Pues jálate.
Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up. I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
¿Por qué tienen esta morra aquí, güey? ¿Por qué?
It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom.
Le voy a bajar el volumen a estas madres. Porque neta no quiero que me espanten, güey. Al chile. Suficiente tengo con la pinche imagen. Ah. Si me espanto feo lo voy a quitar a la verga. Advertidos están. Está todo cerrado. Está todo cerrado, todo cerrado. ¿Qué es esto? El flash.
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark.
Ok. No entiendo por qué querría tomarle una foto al cadáver. Pero bueno. ¿Este qué es el mapa?
Daddy's stuff. War maps.
Ajá.
I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Está chido el balconcito, la bruma, la bruma. ¿Qué hay aquí? Nada. ¿Qué es esto? Ya ves. Las calles. Ahí están sus jefes mimidos. ¿Y yo qué hago aquí?
I shouldn't risk it really, but I love watching them sleep. It's the only time they are together and not fighting.
Vámonos, vámonos, vámonos. Mi encendedor. Gracias. Pues sí, ya tengo el flash, güey. Pero yo no quiero. ¿Por qué, güey? Ah, desenfocado. ¿Y cómo le pongo el flash? A ver. Y. Observar la cámara. Y el flash. Aquí está el flash. Ah, sácate a la verga.
Dan, it would be nice to have you always by my
Puras
side,
mamadas.
even if it's just a picture.
Pinche morra enferma, güey. Al chile. Ya vámonos. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Una linterna? Por lo menos. ¿Para dónde es? Si escuchaban como yo escucho en los audífonos, estarían igual de cagados que yo. ¿Y aquí qué hago? Me voy por acá.
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
Ajá, es como llego al río. El río del camarón. Por acá no puedo, sí puedo. Ah, mapa. Y bien, ¿dónde estoy? ¿Y yo dónde estoy? Aquí está la casa. Ah, le di por otro lado. Creo que sí. puede ir de día esta morra. Bueno, aquí está la iglesiecita. Sí, ándale, aquí estoy. Tengo que ir para acá. Ya está. Por aquí. Ok, ahora a la izquierda y luego a la derecha. Ok. Ok, let's go. ¿Es para acá? Sí. Es el lugar más culero para allá.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing? German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
Por aquí. De la chingada. No sé ni qué jugar esto.
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me.
Ay. Qué playera, mi novia que ella juegue por mí. Yo no pienso seguir jugando esto. A ver. Tres caminos. Por este.
The cameras are somewhere around here. Two cameras left.
Dos cámaras. ¿Y a dónde voy? ¿Por el lado? ¿Son ricos esta familia?
One more camera to collect.
¿Cuatro cámaras?
A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them. How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
Pues es la tela que tenía en tu casa. Ya me tengo que ir a mi casita. A ver. Ya.
Julia. Julia.
Suéltame la verga. Suéltame la verga. Chale. Está muy anfibio.
Oh, yet another nightmare. She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy
Toda
tales coming
manchada
true.
ahí
Yet I
abajo.
feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Verga.
Oh, damn it, what's all this blood? I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.
Hoy de blanco.
What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes
Ah.
with blood.
Perdón. Tengo que bañar. En el río, qué chingados. ¿Para qué te llevas su mochila? ¿Estoy embarazada?
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
¿En la cama y la va a dejar o qué chingados?
It's very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared, and Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who, deep down, is a good woman.
The nanny. I believe the nanny is the one who hurt Julia. With her evil passion for those cards. They are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course. I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's
Tendrán el
death.
número del-
My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Don Attilio, he is a great friend, but what a weird view. Those cards are just a game, but most importantly, they're mine. Why on earth did they take them from me?
Don Atilio.
The superior commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and/or protects them and provides them with clothing and/or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
¿Qué es esto? Lente.
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. With this lens, everything gets bigger. Blue filter, ideal for indoor photos. Red filter for super high contrast photos. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Orange filter, when there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast.
Okay.
I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ah, Marta
Ready?
la sorda.
Julia! You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay, ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I developed these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time.
Qué porquería va a salir en las fotos.
These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
¿Cuál de todas las fotos culeras quieres revelar? ¿Qué me pasó?
Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember.
Y luego. Y luego. Está bien, está bien.
Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
Está bien. Está bien. Va esta. ¿Por qué se detuvo la música?
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done. A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can't tell me anything anymore. I know that, really. Her lack of expression scares me. I don't even know whether to keep this blank photo with me or just throw it away.
Tengo más fotos. La del trapo rojo. Ay, la del casco del alemán. A ver. ¿Tendrá algo que ver? Falta una. Ese puto vestido. Aquí sigue ese pinche cuerpo. Dice... Ve al lago. Tengo que ir a la habitación de sus padres porque le robaron sus cartas del tarot. La carta es la nueva.
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli approaches the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading.
Herverton again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her.
From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their home and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances,
Dear Mother,
doorways,
this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
Marta estaba preñada.
It is forbidden for anyone to leave their home and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house
Here are my cards.
doorways,
Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise? This is Mummy's jewelry. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says.
Ve al lago. Ahora sí de día, qué diferencia. Hasta voy con ganas. Hasta me echo un chapuzón, api.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
¿Para dónde es? Es para... ¿Para dónde? Periódico, ya lo hice. A ver. Esto me va a salir que no leí el periódico. Mucha mosca hoy.
Los, schnappen wir uns diese...
A ver.
Los! Hey, hey, hey! Los geht's! Hier lang! Hier drüben! Oh, hey! Vorwärts! Hier! Sie sind da lang! Verdammt! Los! Laufen!
What is going on here? What are the soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Verdammt!
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you? Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot.
Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße! Was machen wir jetzt? Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch.
Scheiße. Lass uns abhauen.
Aber sie lebt noch. Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
Chale.
I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I
Iniciar la
wasn't afraid.
munición.
In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time. I give you back your parents. 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 I give you back your parents.
Tú ahora. Ahora. Lo chupó la bruja.
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded. But they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death. So I asked how their choice was reached. We do lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia.
Julia Roberts.
However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
¿Por qué traigo vendas?
I would like to spend a moment with my sister. Just me and her alone. Before people... No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Ah, porque le dieron el balazo y quedó viva.
I'm already dressed.
Y la muerte se le va a llevar, pero ella quería Julia.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
She would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
¡Ta madre, déjenme salir! Ya. Saludos para mi morra que anda viendo el stream y dice que no pongo cara de jajaja cuando le pongo jajaja.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political out
mi bolso.
appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Port Gibbonsey on the 18th, they are still far
There are
from
more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened.
on the Tuscan hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
Chinga, está mi bolso.
She leaves them everywhere. I think she's having too many and too often. General Edict K. New rules on curfew.
Pero ¿dónde está mi pinche bolso, güey? Acá está.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934.
6934.
He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
A ver, pues yo quiero marcar 6934, pero no se puede.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Ma'am? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God. Julia, my little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened.
Una hora de
She
historia
was sad for
contándole a la
Martha,
abuela.
of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Ahora puedes usar el teléfono. ¿Cuál es el número? $6934. A ver. Yo de morrito teníamos un teléfono de esos.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph, town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. I don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo? To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Sí, porque ¿cómo le iba a contar a su jefe? Y se supone que soy muda.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
Listo. Ni vi qué pasó, chinga madre. ¿Es una caca? Ah, un pajarito.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you. I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. Commune of San Casciano. A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns.
Bueno, mañana vamos a continuar con esto de Marta porque yo ya me tengo que ir a comer. Y no quiero soñar feo, así que mañana más temprano lo jugamos un rato. Nos vemos, chat. Cuídense.